Sonic. All right. I wasn't going to do Sonic, but I gotta. Had so many good times with this game. The original, and a bunch of the sequels too, and I still play this game to this day on various other platforms. So there's really no excuse for me being bad at it. I'm just I have a job, so I'm just bad at games now. My kids are great at games, and that's all right. Doing all right. But this was a great game, and something brought something different. The speed, right? Like, look, you can just zip through these levels if you want. You don't even have to collect the rings. I mean, it's, I guess, a good idea. There's tons to do, but man, like, no game did this before. Nothing. Just rock through it in like 3 seconds, right? Come on. Oh well. So I mean, it could be a pretty frustrating game too, for sure. But it's like there's a lot happening. It's what's going on? This looks the same as the last level. I guess not. Sometimes I guess they all kind of look the same. I better go back and get this. What did I do with it? This is the invulnerability. Yeah, even okay. Even the spikies can't hurt you there, but the off-screen death for sure. The great thing about this game is you just need one ring to stay alive. One ring. And so you always felt a little bit protected, and yeah. I don't know. I don't remember too much about how to play all this stuff in here. But I'll do it my best. Come on, let's put some effort into it. Clear my throat again. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see. There's a backwards thing here at some point. Collecting a ton of rings puts you to that other. Didn't jump again. Oh well. 45 rings, really bad, but hey, sometimes you want to be a completionist and sometimes you just want to play the game. Oh, there you go. Didn't even mean that. Boom, boom. I should watch some of people who actually really know how to play this gameplay. It'd be kind of fun. You could, I think there's a thing down here you can duck and blow through it. Let's see. Almost. It's not as good. I do actually have I bought the little mini, and I do actually still have an old TV and an adapter. I should hook that up. It looks better. It just looks better on on the TV. It's designed for it, right? They put into consideration how it made it look. Although I'm sure when they designed it, they had a bit better quality monitors to use than just TVs, but I'm not doing too bad. Another blasting. I mean, he must have a hard head. There we go, Sonic. Good job. Let's go back here. What are we doing up here? Anything? Oh yeah, rings. How many? 10. And sometimes you're just like totally guessing. And sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. Oh. I thought there was a way you could time that, but and even when they came out with that Sega and it spoke, it's just the improvement in the sound with these video game consoles or the computers was great. I mean, you needed to have an amazing sound card. Remember that like Roland name brand sound card that gave you all those cool sound effects in the newest King's Quest movies? I mean, you had to pay so much money for all the individual components for a computer, and these consoles, they just brought it, for a lot less. And I mean, obviously they can do graphic tricks and stuff that the PCs, weren't doing back then, or maybe, didn't have to do, because they did have some of the access to some of the higher firepower cards and whatnot. But I absolutely played my computer a ton, but also played, just for the arcade experiences and some of the strategy stuff. There we go. But the computer I use more for turn-based strategy for sure. And these days, I don't know how to use a joystick. If my life depended on it for this mode here. I don't know. I didn't really like this mode. For first-person shooters, I still can't quite manage the joystick. But we had a Tandy, and there was a Tandy joystick that you could have. You had to calibrate it on the bottom, and I to this day swear there's nothing that comes close to that joystick. Playing X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, you could really zone in on the targets, and I just don't see. There's nothing like it. I mean, I play games like that all the time, War Thunder and whatnot, and the joystick is just terrible for those games in my mind compared to what you can do with the mouse and keyboard, and for some reason it just felt like we have these analog sticks. I guess these Tandy joysticks were all analog and worked great, but I don't know. They just don't seem to have that same resolution that. Oops, sorry, Sonic. Oh, let's do it. There we go. That the joysticks nowadays do, and I actually tried to buy one the other day, but didn't quite figure it out. I'm just trying to. Maybe it's all in my head, but I love that joystick. I didn't mind calibrating it. There's little kind of switches and I guess a little wheel on the bottom that you had to sort of play with to make sure it didn't. Maybe it was like the float these days that they're always talking about, the Nintendo Switch, the which we have on ours for sure, our Switch. Anyway, you just adjusted it on the bottom and it worked great. But so, as you can see, I'm a little better at Sonic, but I don't know if I ever finished this. I got pretty far in it. I might have finished it. Nowadays, with save states, you can finish pretty much any game, which is kind of nice, especially when you have to work. You can just come back to a game, save your state. It's another one I still own. I sure wish I had my Genesis. I think about getting a Genesis from time to time. They're not that expensive. Used still. Had the 32X, had the CD, had everything. Still have the Sega CD and 32X games. And a bunch of the Genesis games. I said on my previous video I had them all, but I don't have them all. I think some of them probably went with the game system to my friend's house that I don't remember who took it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to bother. I guess we could, let's go up here and just give this one more shot, then we'll end the video, I think. And, ooh, let's go, rock and roll, yeah. See if I can finish this level. Boop. Oh, there we go. This one. Rings. Is this the end? Oh, it's the boss. Alright, we can do this. Let me remember this. It's just this silly. Oop, didn't time it right. Oh, it still can. much more. There we go. We got him. Adios, Dr. Robotnik. I love this. All the little bunnies, birds. Free. You're free. Act 3. Alright, well, a little bit of Up Sonic. Hope you enjoyed it. Stick around. I'll hopefully do some more tomorrow. I'm not sure I'll do any more tonight, but I've been having a lot of fun reminiscing about these games, so